Oh man, live MX24 GH as we do every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 3 to 4 p.m. bringing you nothing but the best when it comes to conversations, interacting, and entertainment. What is entertainment? The music, the culture, the food, all these little things, the performances. And today we're going to delve very heavily, into performances, because what's music without dancing, without performing, without interacting with the crowd and communicating, your message across. Very, very interesting stuff today. If you want to be a part of these conversations, very, very simple. At MX24GH, every single platform, at the hashtag MXLive, makes it easier to find us, right? And I always say stalk us, send us a DM, just look for us and find us. We absolutely do not mind, because I can't do this without you. Every single thing I do is basically for you, and it's by you, because these are the things you want to see and the questions you want us to ask. So as usual, quick commercial break. I'm your host, Jason Alay. My first set of guests are in the studio. I promise you very interesting conversations coming up. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back. Live as always, from now to 3 to 4 p.m. This is MX24GH. This is MX Live. As always, send us a message at MX24GH. No spaces, no underscores, at the hashtag MX Live. Makes it easier to find us. Now, I promise you guys today we're going to focus on, the performing arts, the creative space, the music, the poetry, and all these little things that make entertainment and entertaining you what it is. Now, the Alliance Francaise Performance Arts Festival is an annual 2-day cultural event aimed at highlighting and celebrating the different genres of the performing act. This year, Alliance Francaise Accra is focusing on, listen to this, spoken word, dance, drama, theater, and acrobatics, showcasing talents from Benin, Ghana, Guinea, and so much more. The date and everything else is going to come up, but I wanted to give you guys a little taste, of what that event is going to be like. And apparently, it's been happening since 2018. Anyway, I have the experts in the studio, the beautiful, the talented, the legendary. Akosia Hansa, how are you doing, darling?
I'm awesome.
Are you used to that?
No, I'm not.
Really?
No.
Okay, now I feel good.
Yes,
I feel good.
yes,
I feel good.
you should.
Thank you so much for making
Awesome.
time to join me today. And I have a performer on the night. Jewel, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Nice.
Thank you also for making time. So I tried a little bit, to
Yeah.
give some information
Yeah.
on, the Alliance Francaise Performance Arts Festival. But you guys are here to enlighten us a bit more. First of all, since 2018.
Yes.
That's
yes.
incredible.
Yes.
That's a good run. What have you guys been doing differently,
I mean, we at Alliance Francaise, obviously, our mandate is to be able to support the culture and arts, and not just based in Ghana, because it's Alliance Francaise. It's to bring people, artists from all over the world, including French Africa, right here in Ghana, to mix up all the arts that we do, because I mean, if you play on the global scale with the arts is not just the music.
Yeah.
It's a plethora of things. It's a theater, it's a gaming, it's the comic books, it's the spoken word. It's a whole range of things, and a lot of people are making a powerful living and good money out of all of these forms of arts. And I feel like Alliance Francaise since 2018 with this specific festival has been trying to bring people from all over and also have them work with our Ghanaian performers too as well. So that way we connect Ghanaian artists to people from French Africa, France, Benin, Guinea as well, and in the plethora of arts that it comes in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I asked you this off air. We spoke a little bit
Yeah.
about it. I want you to add your voice a bit more for our viewers. What do you think about the creative space right now? And again, very broad question, because we could look at it financially. Again, the figureheads, the industries, the machines that make it work, from the radio to the TV to social media. But from an organic perspective, right, the African sound, what makes us who we are? What do you think? Are we pushing it as much as we can, or do we have to do more?
With that sound specifically,
Yeah, sound
the music
and performances,
and
everything.
performance.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like maybe music has a different, direction, I guess.
Okay.
But then with if you look at theater performances, people from the School of Performing Arts, stage plays from all over the world, the classics too. Every weekend, anyone who goes to University of Ghana, Ifwa Sutherland Drama Studio, or back then I think the amphitheater also at the top. They used to, you can get stories from all over the world and classics.
Yeah.
That's how people are deep into the performance, into the creativity of things. It's a plethora of things. I think with the African sound, I think earlier you were talking about are we holding on to African sound?
Yeah.
I feel like yes, culture is dynamic, and if the African sound in 2023 is pop with a little bit of high life, that's how it is. It doesn't mean it has to be strictly high life, because culture is dynamic. And the Ghanaians you see today are carrying on,
Right.
what's been there. Our bases are there. I also want to just chip in that there's gaming, there's comic books, there's graphic novels. 2 days ago, the French Embassy launched the Création Forum Africa in the French Embassy. Our president was there, made a speech, and it was actually took place. The first launch took place in Paris, and they brought African creators from all over the world.
Wow.
Digital Lab Africa, a creator who has worked with, NBA stars and all of that. And her work is gaming, is comics and all of that. But we focus only on the music. Meanwhile, these are the other plethora. South Africa, East Africa. This is what they are playing. The African Movie Academy Awards, AMA, right? Ghana won Best Animation for our animation film called Jabari. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I saw it once, but yeah,
there was not much noise
yeah,
because
right?
it's not music.
I'm so happy you said this, right? Because I
Exactly.
saw it, I was like, wow.
Yes,
animation.
and that was by Animax FYB. Animax
Wow.
FYB, who has a long trajectory in our economy, doing comic books, doing 3D animation.
Yeah.
They are currently working
And this
on
is
a
what
lot
I
of
was
stuff.
saying. Sorry to
Yes.
cut you about.
No
Are we
worries.
doing enough to get it out there?
Well,
Because-
it depends on you.
right?
It depends
Yeah.
on you, and also the focus
Right,
you also
all
want to
of
put
us,
on
right?
those.
Yeah.
Music is obviously the pop one, is the more catchy, Shatawale obviously gives you more than you get from, say, Animax FYB. But if you're playing on the global scale, art is a plethora of things. And if you're going to tell the stories of Ghanaians today, it's music, it's theater, it's spoken word, it's gaming, it's comic books, it's arts in the various forms that it evolves in.
Yeah, I like that. She said that, it's up to you,
Yeah.
it's up to me adding my voice, and having guests like Akusia, who are, and an event like this, that is spreading the word more so on arts and what arts incorporates. Because dance has always been dance, right?
Yes.
But right now we see what dance is doing
Yes.
more so,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, Jewel, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Now, you're a creative.
Yep.
You're in the creative space. What part of that creative space do you focus on more specifically?
Spoken word.
Spoken
obviously.
word.
Yeah.
How is the spoken word space right now?
It's cool, but I think we need more work. Like Akusia was saying, we don't highlight certain art forms. We just focus on one side, and I think it's also what will sell. That's what the media will push. Something that will give them traction. If they think this particular art form wouldn't give them traction, they wouldn't focus on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's it. But I think it's up to you guys to make sure we highlight all these. And I'm glad today we are here to highlight one of them, which is what will be happening at Alliance Francaise. Yeah, so that's great. We need more spaces like this too.
Are you just someone who just stays true to yourself in your art form? Because let's not lie to ourselves, right? Sometimes we want to follow our dreams so much, but when we're not getting that attention, it can become overwhelming.
Yeah.
We meet so many creatives who gave up along the way, even the artists themselves, like she's saying, the gamers, the so many people give up along the way because this traction is not given to them. But you and what you're doing, you may not know this, but you're a voice for somebody at home who wants to do spoken word. Is that something you think about from time to time as a creative who's doing
Yeah. Personally, I stay true to my art form. I started this since 2014.
Wow.
And then my mom is always like, this thing isn't paying, why are you still there? But it's my passion. And there is a message I want to push out there. There is something I want people to hear. So I keep going on with it. And then I think when you are in a particular art form, with time you evolve from one point to the other. So personally, what I'm doing right now is to merge videography and poetry to really tell the visual aspect of the poems I'm speaking out there. Yeah. So recently I released Gauze Ink, which like we sat down to draw the plan for the video, and it was awesome. Yeah, it's on YouTube, so you can check it out. And yeah, so I think it's evolving. Yeah. And I'll still be here even 50 years.
Mommy's going to be proud, bro.
Yeah,
Mommy's going to be proud. Like it's going to happen. Akosia, it's cool that you've taken this, right? And the team, of course, has taken this, you know, upon your shoulders, you know, to push these art forms and create an awareness. And again, for you, was that always the thought process of these people need attention, or is it like because you know these things are not being highlighted enough? What's at the core of why you want to be a part of this?
I mean, I'm an artist, you know, and I have to mention before I continue to answer that, Eha Lakasa, which is who he represents. Okay. Eha Lakasa, I know Eha means song, La is singing, Ga, and Kasa.
It's talking tree.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah. I was about to do that.
Exactly.
But cool though.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
They are as old as, you know, I think they are almost, they are pioneering spoken word scene. I was part of Halakasa when I was in undergrad. You know, anyone who wants to start spoken word goes to Halakasa. So, for instance, these are people that you should know because Halakasa has been the space for a spoken word artists. If you know Poetra Santewa, she's someone who also who passed through Halakasa. A lot of our spoken word artists went through them. So, to answer your question on that, as an artist, you do have to evolve. You do have to, you know, have in cross-cultural collaboration with Alliance Francaise. That is also the main point. You know, it's not just to focus on Ghanaian artists. We want to merge Ghanaian artists with, you know, people from French Africa, from Anglophone Africa, wherever we want to, you know. And there are lots of Alliance Francaise institutions all over the world, specifically for this type of collaboration. We have film festivals that show film from all over the world. So this is actually our mandate, just so that we can also spotlight, you know, our own artists on that global playing field. Is very necessary, you know, especially cross-cultural collaboration on the African continent, because the arts is how we can speak truth to power, is how we can tell the other sides of the story that are not, you know, put in politics or people don't care about. So it's for us a very important mandate. Yeah,
is the youth, per what you've seen, because I'm sure you talk to a lot of people who are in this and who want to get in this, are they becoming as involving or as involved as
they've always been? It's just we haven't put that attention. We as media haven't. But they've always been. I used to watch, like I said, I used to watch plays every weekend at the School of Performing Arts. People doing the best, like think of the classics, you know, from Amate Edu to, you know, think of them. They've been staging them, but it's usually just the people in the academic space that go. But now you know, and we know what happens at the National Theatre because that's the poppy ones. But, you know, it's always been there, you know, dance, all of that.
That's cool to know. Again, thank you guys so much, you know, for adding your voice to this. It's good to have these conversations because, you know, as much as we're entertaining, we're educating and all of these things. So let's talk about the night or the nights and what's going to be happening. For those who've never been, I'm sure the people watching this who would now want to go there, that's the plan, that's the motive. So tell us about this.
So it's happening Friday 17th and Saturday 18th of November. Friday 17th is going to be opened by Eha Lakasa. So maybe I'll leave it to you to say what you're going to do because you are teasing us for the week.
So the Friday we are going to open the show and we are doing something called I Cry Accra. That's
wow, that's an interesting. I'm thinking I Cry Accra. Okay, tell me about that.
That's more like bits and pieces of stories around Accra, be it religion, hustle, and all in different forms, but merged in one and performed as a collective. So that's what we are going to open with, and we are using like 4 poets to tell that story. I think the bigger it's about 2-hour show. However, we can't do the whole 2 hours. But I think on the 25th at the National Theatre we will be doing that. But so we will give you a snippet of that within I think 20 minutes. So that's what we are going to do. And when you say Halakasa, you respond, it lives in us.
Okay, so you have to say it for me to respond.
Halakasa.
It lives in us.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's really cool because I hear I Cry Accra, and I'm just thinking about struggles, you know, because again, as much as, like I said, we're entertaining, there's so much education in this. I always say, entertainers, have a responsibility because we speak for the voiceless. As much as the social media and as much as opinions are just put out there, these are avenues to express ourselves creatively. So please, what else is going to happen?
Yes, so after Ehalakasa on the 17th, we have a dance performance called The Lockdown.
Okay.
By,
the Lockdown?
The
These
Lockdown,
names,
yes.
man.
Yeah, so basically, obviously, of the COVID-19 pandemic and the issues.
Okay.
And that's by Calabash Farm, by Solomon, who was like, he's a lecturer at the School of Performing Arts. Now he's a lighting designer, orchestrating designer.
Okay.
He's a veteran in the game, let me just say that. Afterwards, we'll have the Balala Inc. with a dance production titled Many Are Mad, But Few Are Naked. Yes.
Okay, I can't say that.
Stuff.
I'm sorry. If I try, I just mess it up.
You mess it up. Many are mad, few are naked. I dare you.
Many are mad, few are naked?
Yeah. Exactly.
I got it.
And that's, they're using dance to, deeply talk about issues like coexistence and coexistence in spite of our differences, which is very necessary in these times, where because we think people are a specific way or specific, they cannot exist because, we have our prejudices against them. And then we're going to end with a production from Benin, which is the La Danse de Set 2. It's also a dance production.
I'm not saying that. No, that one, I'm not
You
trying.
let it. Okay, next time. And then the 18th, which is the final day, we're going to be having Divinity, which is also another dance performance. We're going to go on with that to Abibi Gromer's production, Bride of the Gods, which is about a bride who is told by the gods not to marry a man who sucks the breast of a woman. So who? And she falls in love with someone, a man. So how is that going to turn out? So it's a love story. Yeah, exactly. Who can she marry?
No,
right? So that's exciting. We are looking forward to see how that is. Bibu Grama, we know, is our national drama company of Ghana. And so for us, it's very exciting to be able to have them on our stage. They've been doing this and holding the flag high for years. And afterwards, we're going to go into acrobatics to end because this is the plethora of the arts. You see, it's not just music. We'll end with the acrobatics by Universal Wonderful Street Academy, who are street kids, who are directed by Nii Kwanchi II. They've been doing this for a while. We're going to have them there. And they are opening for Circus Baobab, who are doing a production titled Ye. And they are going to be doing a spectacular acrobatics display. Great way to end it, if you think of fireworks. So it's 2 days, Friday 17th and Saturday 18th.
Wow, I must commend you guys, especially that last part really got to me. Because, we go to the beaches, we see these kids, and it's nice, to give them a little thing. But these things are way they're going to be so appreciated. And I have to, again, I take off the hat I'm not wearing to you. That's so incredible to see. One thing I want to know is, and we can't escape this funding. How do we, if there's somebody who wants to help, who's watching this, can they fund?
For the Universal Street Academy?
And even for the whole show, because...
Okay, I mean, fund by coming and paying. Our ticket fees are just 50 Ghana cedis. Pretty affordable. Right now, tickets, if you are going for a concert, they are now mentioning 100, 200 cedis, 800 cedis. If you want a table, that one you're looking at like 2K, with bottles.
Boys,
look at all these things. But this is just 50 cedis. Come and enjoy good culture, good arts, both days. And have a good time. That's how you can support.
And again, I'm sure it must make you very proud, to be a part of this, man. Please talk on that a little bit.
It does make me proud because we don't have much platforms showcasing these arts, and it's a platform where you share with other great artists and feel that vibration within each other. So that's great. And I think even aside that, Halakasa has these slams, slam poetry. There's poetry competitions amongst ourselves where the winner is sponsored to go to other countries where we are doing a World Cup of slams. So last year was Twitter Lit. She went to Brazil and she just came back. So so like you mentioned, with the funding and all, anyone can keep in touch if they want to keep in touch. Fund that just to encourage more people to get involved with these kind of things.
I mean, again, it's not even just the money, your presence and, sharing on social media. Are there any social media pages we can find you guys on?
Yes, it's at AF_Accra on Twitter and Instagram too as well. And also Alliance Francaise Accra on Facebook.
And Halakasa is Halakasa. EHALAKASA.
I know this is going to be difficult for you to answer, but because is there any highlight for you on the night?
Oh man,
Is there anything
they're
you
all my
know?
babies.
They're
all my
I knew
babies.
it.
No, I can't do that.
I
No.
knew it. I knew
all
it.
of it is gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
really nice. But the thing is, you're a poet.
Yeah.
People watch you. People listen to you.
Yeah.
Today is no exception. People are watching. People are listening. And you know, if we're going to talk about, you know, promoting and accepting these things more so, these platforms, these amazing creatives, you know, and again, showing appreciation for these art forms, you have to give us something. Man.
Sure.
Give us something, Charlie. Just kill it for us.
You spoke about us being the voice for the people, so I'll just do this. Something I did about the country with regards to what's going on. So, Jewel is my name. I heard you need change. But the symphony sings that a symphony how I ain't an athlete yet running for presidency. So most of you do not believe that I've got good motives for this country. But check this, my manifesto. My manifesto is to give you the money first to keep you on your toes. For the king's promise, it is one car, one road, one student, one classroom, one fisherman, one sea. See, the goal is to invest in every energy drink we've got in the country. I'm power drunk, believe me. I'm in a rush to run for power, not because there is a huge storm coming, but I've realized that as Ghanaians, yet is so come down. My goal is to evenly share the national cake so that everyone can get something to celebrate with on their birthdays. My intention isn't to make open the public purse, but instead keep it to myself. I know say sake of money, your son Kwame never go Eugene. Sake of the kiddie get dreams, now so only links into when to me and reach new goals. Sake of he no get the money first, he was sacked out of school. So young Kwame Eugene turned the school dropout. This is one of the many reasons I'm introducing the free senior high school education. And mark my words, universities will soon be free in this nation. I've seen your tears and heard your cries. I know the Ghanaian economy is harder than an erection. Yet the wives of fishermen never the sea men. If you see Phyllis, you go know say we are always going for AIDS. So the country is always in debt. When I'm voted into power, I'll make sure I pay off all our debts so that we'll be eligible for more loans. The average Ghanaian is broken than the broken rice, yet our politicians use 30 billion for tea, common breakfast, while the citizens fast, not because they want to fast, but because they don't have money for common breakfast. How do we break this fast? Fast forward. We live in the capital, but the capital doesn't reflect in our pockets. The capital is actually in Kumasi. That's where the gold is found. These politicians are gold diggers, always digging for gold, endorsing Galamsey behind closed doors, while they close doors of opportunities on us, the citizens. For agriculture, they invest in guinea fowls, and these guinea fowls end up being possessed by foul spirits and end up flying into our neighboring countries. And there's a foul ball, even between Ghana and Guinea. But the referee won't whistle in our favor because he has been bribed. This country is a mess.
Can we please get a round of
Yes.
Joe, did you hear the syphilis line?
Yeah.
The syphilis. Oh, bro.
A lot of them.
Yeah, and then the manifesto, and then the storm,
and the guinea
rush,
fowls,
the guinea fowls. Oh, bro, the capital.
Yes.
Bro, I'm lost for words. I'm talking about I am lost for words. Bro, that's crazy. You know, oh man, I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, something I wanted to say before I even started this, I nearly forgot, but what he said reminded me is like, and I want to ask you this, Akosia, do you think the youth has heard enough? And I know we're delving a bit into deeper stuff, we're not going too much, but do you think the youth has heard enough? Because you're in the media, you speak for the people, right? Do you think they are?
Well, I don't. I actually find that there's this kind of dissonance, you know, where political leadership, they are deaf, you know, to the plight of Ghana. We've seen how the economy has really, you know, broken down. You know, that's why we had the Occupy Lobby protest recently. See the talk on Twitter now, you know, and the youth are trying themselves to do things in spite of. But when you do not have an economy or a society that supports the work you do, it's almost like you're digging a hole, you just keep digging, but you keep sinking deep into the hole. We are seeing the situation where a lot of people are trying to leave the country. And for us, it means we are losing a lot of people. It's a huge brain drain. I mean, you see all these minds who are going to go to other countries and put those those brains to work in their culture, in their politics, in their whatever, and our people, we are losing them. It's going to set us back several years because it means replenishing. So the youth should be heard, definitely. And I definitely do think there has to be an overhaul with our political leadership and what it means to be a political leader in this country. It cannot be a space for you to enrich yourselves because that is not the position. You are actually the ultimate servants of the people. You know, when you go to other countries, for instance, I was in the Netherlands, the MPs were riding bicycles. He came to pass over with a bicycle. No one's looking at him like he's a celebrity with no. You have to earn actually less than the average person earns because your work is not supposed to aggrandize yourself with riches. It's not when you come into power that now all of a sudden you can build several houses, give our forests and things, will it to your family and things like that. You know, it's a disgrace. This is not the country that our foremothers and forefathers shed their blood for in 1957. And yes, there will come a reckoning.
Oh, some deep stuff there. Some deep stuff, man. I'm just so happy, you know, I got to speak to you guys today. And I think it goes back to what I said, is as much as we're entertaining, we need to be educated. We need to have more conversations, because one thing I always say is, you know, I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean I don't love you.
Exactly.
So we need to have these conversations, these open dialogues. Jewel, man, I don't know what to say. This is a taste of, you know, of what's going to happen on the 17th and 18th.
You should be there.
Can't wait. So please just tell us again when and where it's happening.
Okay, so it's 17th and 18th of November, Friday and Saturday. It's happening at the Alliance Francaise Accra. That's at airport. You can easily find us on Google Map. The show starts on 6:30 p.m. on each night. And yes, it's only 50 Ghana cedis. So please show up and come and have a great time. Come with the family.
Thank you so
We've
much.
got schools coming in even.
Right. It's been a blessing talking to you, and I hope this goes on for many years, you know, and I hope I get to speak to you guys some more. So yes, I'm just lost for words. Please enjoy the music. When we get back, I have some more guests coming through. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back.
Portions Garden presents Kofi Kinata performing live. Venue Portions Garden, Jowulu Last Chance. Date Saturday 25th November. Time 7 p.m. Red carpet. Tickets regular 150 Ghana cedis. VIP fan zone 250 cedis. DJs on rotation. DJ Alinko, DJ Passion, DJ Dials, and DJ Bravo. MCs MC Nana King and MC Block E. For tickets and table reservations, call 026-333-5666. Media partners YFM and MX24 TV. This event is proudly sponsored by Jägermeister. For more info, contact 026-333-5666. Kofi Kin.
Hey, give it to me! Hey, man! Go! One time! Stop! Ah, enough of you guys, oh! Continue!
Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis. And you could win 26 times your stake on the exciting new Pick 1 game from Game Pack. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via our website or download the Game Pack app on www.gamepackgames.com. Choose your Pick 1 number from 1 to 36. Place your stake and watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily.
Hey, live life like me with Game Pack. Game Pack, more moolah, more power.
This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
Dominion University College, accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission since 2012, is the key to unlocking a bright future. Dominion offers an extensive range of qualifications, including HND, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral courses in a variety of fields such as human resources, computer science, marketing, accounting, banking and finance, theology, and statistics. Our courses are delivered in collaboration with the University of Cape Coast, which serves as the awarding institution. Here at Dominion, we provide an exceptional education. Take a step forward towards a promising future. Enroll into any of our wide-range courses. Call today, +233 201 063633 or +233 50 7435. Dominion. Stand out and dominate.
One, let's go.
Hello, Ghana. Get ready for the biggest gospel show of the year. It's Porter's Praise 2023. From Ghana, Cynthia Macaulay, Joe Metal. From Nigeria, Moses Bliss. Dulce Noyekan. Nathaniel Bassi. And from South Africa, the Joyous Celebration Choir. And the host choir, Porter City Mouse Choir. The date is 19 November 2023. The venue is Porter City, Mutual Prom Prom, and the time is 3 p.m. prompt. Your host is Goal 7. Nana say Puku Sakodie. You can't miss this. Don't miss this. It's gonna be heaven on earth.
I go down, I go down, go down, go down.
Get ready to ignite your passion and experience the magic at the 3rd edition of the Ghana Creators Festival. Join us from 23rd to 25th November at Silverbird Cinemas, Accra Mall. 1. Thursday, 23rd November, 7 a.m. is the exclusive Creators Tour in the eastern part of Ghana with many participants. Day 2. 24th November comes your way with the all-female masterclass for ladies at Jambo Spaces on Friday, 8 a.m. And finally, 25th November, we all converge at Accra Mall, 7:30 a.m. for the big event involving amazing speakers and success stories.
Visit ytcreatorsfestival.com to register now. This event is powered by Intermodi Media Ltd.
As a partners, ICS Africa, Mental Music, Beyond the Return, Style ID Africa, Twalium Ghana, Oraimo, What's Up TV, MX24 TV, Shadow Drive, Let's Talk GH, U2, Influencer Hub, Play Province.
Hello there, my name is Queen Enyonam, your Miss Volta Ghana Season 4 winner. MVG is Volta's most prestigious beauty pageant since 2018, changing the narratives and touching lives. Our culture redefined. Here is to a new season, 5 years of back-to-back entertainment and showcase of pomp in pageantry, customs and traditions. Cheers to beauty that unites.
Are you beautiful, eloquent, and a poised Voltairean lady, 19 to 30 years of age, and you wish to obey the call to queenship? Well then, you can join the 5th edition of Miss Volta Ghana. To audition, log on to www.missvoltaghana.org. Fill the digital audition form and submit a video introducing yourself and why you wish to join the pageant. Your video must not exceed 40 seconds and 20 megabytes in size. You could win the coveted Amuga crown and a whopping 10,000 Ghana cedis worth of prizes. This season promises to be daring and different. Miss Volta Ghana is an initiative of Fun Fusion Ghana with media partnership from MX24 TV. Miss Volta Ghana Season 5. Beauty that unites.
take you far. You are my superstar. You are my dinner, baby, who I want. Who put me down on my dad. This past guy I'm a top, make I take you far.